Hi, I'm Dr. B. Mohammad Ali, Department of Chemistry, Savita Engineering College. Today, we have to discuss the environmental pollution, particularly the water pollution. The course outcome for this lecture explain about the role of a human being in maintaining a clean, sustainable environment for the future generations. The learning outcome. At the end of this lecture, students will be able to gain knowledge on sources, effects, and the control of water pollution. So first of all, we have to know that what is meant by water pollution. So any chemical, biological, or physical change in water quality that has a harmful effects on living organism or makes water unsuitable for desired usages. So the causes of the water pollution: industrial waste, sewage and wastewater, mining activities, marine activities, then accidental oil leakage, burning of fossil fuels, fertilizer and pesticides, radioactive wastages, urban development, leakage from the landfills, animal waste, underground storage leakage. So these are all the pollutant which causes the water pollution. So we have to discuss one by one. The first, the industrial waste. The industrial waste produced by industrial activity, which includes any material that is rendered useless during a manufacturing process, such as that factories, industries, mills, and mining operation. So the type of industrial waste like bulk industry, paper industry, sugar factories, oil refineries, burning of coal, textiles, tanneries, glass chemical solvents, drugs, and steel industries. So the other causes of water pollution like the mining. The mining is the extraction of valuable minerals or other geological materials from the earth. The next one is the cause of the water pollution is like the sewage water. The sewage is the term used for the wastewater that often contains feces, urine, and laundry waste. So the other causes of that water pollution like the oil spill and marine dumping. The oil spill is the release of a liquid petroleum hydrocarbon into the environment, especially marine areas due to human activity, and is a form of pollution. So the next one is the marine dumping. It involves depositing all the waste materials from factories and industries, tankers and ships, and sewerages waste materials into the oceans and seas. Dumping of plastic is another example of oceanic dumping, which leads to adverse effects. So the other causes of that water pollution like the fertilizer and the pesticides. The fertilizers to supply one or more plant nutrition essential to the growth of plants. The pesticides is a substance used for destroying insects or other organisms harmful to cultivated plants or to animals. This will cause the environmental, particularly for the water pollution. So the next one is for causes of the animal waste. The waste produced by animal is washed away into our water streams, mixed up with the other harmful chemicals. It causes diseases like cholera, diarrhea, jaundice, dysentery, and etc. So we have to know that the water quality parameters can be divided into three types. One is the physical parameters, chemical parameters, and biological parameters. The physical parameters like temperature, color, taste, and other like the salinity and total dissolved solids. The chemical parameters like the dissolved oxygen, biochemical oxidal demand, that is a BOD, the chemical oxygen demand COD, measurement of acidity. These are all the biological chemical parameters. The biological parameters like the total coliform, fetal coliform, then the exoretia coliform, and other type of the biological parameters can be characterized. The specific of the drinking water. So we are drinking the water. We should know the what are the characteristics, the properties have that water. So first we have to know that it should be clean and odorless. It should be pleasant to taste. The pH of the water should be in the range of the 7.0 to 8.0. The chloride and nitrate content should be the less than 250 ppm. The fluoride content should be less than 1.5 ppm. The total dissolved solid should be less than 500 ppm. Total hardness of the water should be less than 500 ppm. It should be free from disease producing agent. It should be free from toxic metals. So these are all the specification of the we are drinking that water. So we have to know the one by one. the type of pollution and the human sources, the effects of that pollutant. So the infection agent like the bacteria, viruses, protozoa and parasitic worms. The human cause like the animal waste, human waste. The effects variety of disease. Next one is the water pollution. The types of the water pollution is oxygen demanding waste. The human source like a sewage, animal feed lots, paper mills, food processing units. The effects aquatic life leads to the die. The water quality decreases. The next type of that water pollution is the inorganic chemicals. The inorganic chemicals like the water soluble inorganic chemicals, example acids, toxic metals like lead, arsenic, selenium, sodium chloride, fluorine and etc. So the human sources like household cleaners, industrial effluents and surface runoff. The side effects, water is unusable, causes skin cancer and neck damage, lower crab yields, harmful to aquatic life, damage the nervous system, liver and kidneys, increase the corrosion of metals. So the next, the pollutant, the organic chemicals, example oil, gasoline, plastics, pesticides, cleaning solvents, detergent and etc. The human source like industrial effluents, household cleaners and surface runoff. The effects of that pollutant causes cancers, nervous system may damage, harmful to aquatic life. So the next, the water pollutant, plant nutrients, example nitrate and phosphate and ammonium. The human source like sewage, manure, the runoff of agriculture and urban fertilizers. The effects of that pollutant causes excessive growth of algae, reduces the dissolved oxygen level in water, aquatic life leads to die. So the next one is the type of the water pollutant, sediments, example soil and slate. The human source like land erosion. The effects of that pollutant can reduce photosynthesis. So the next one is the radioactive materials, example radon, isotope of iodine, uranium, cesium and thorium. The human source like nuclear power plant, mining, nuclear weapon production. So the effects of that radioactive materials into that water, it will be harmful for genetic mutations, birth defects, certain cancers. So these are all the types of causes that pollutant will pollute our water. So we have to know that the how to control that water pollution. So we should know that these type of that properties. We should know that water pollution control should be in the hands of central and state government. More trees, plants and etc. should be cultivated. Scientific techniques are necessary to be adapted. Industries should be run based on recycling process. The public awareness regarding water pollution is a must one. The continuous monitoring of water pollution is required. Thank you for listening this lecture. Thank you once again.